You think it's a good?
Respectable.
You think it's a good hunt? Why can I not get rid of these circles under my eyes in this game? Sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Don't worry about it. All right.
Under my eyes.
No, you don't. Let me see. You don't. I don't know why we all get these when we get older. Everybody.
It's
I don't
true.
know what that is. Like, what is it happens to your face? Okay, so are we good? All right. Fix the hair. Oops. All right, now, and I'm looking at. So, will you talk into there and look at the camera?
Hello, I'm talking to the camera.
Okay, that's
Hello.
what I want to do, right? Because now, if you look at me and talk, do that. Then you're looking down.
Yeah,
You're looking down. Do you want to swap sides so you can manage the chat?
That's okay. I'll just have the mouse
Oh,
here.
you have the mouse there,
I got my
okay.
computer.
Oh, you got
here,
everything set.
so
Okay,
I'll just do this.
All right. Okay. So people should be. Oh, this says 11:15.
Oh.
Okay. This watch is from. This watch is probably from Hong Kong. It's probably like 50 years old.
Nice.
Let's see if it's going to work. We'll have to see. All right. Now I'm going to keep this up over here in case anybody's like texting and saying I can't get on.
Sure, that's a good idea.
And we'll see about that. So I know about 20 people who are coming, and we don't have 20 books.
Yeah, well,
didn't listen to me.
We've got other options.
Listen to me.
I
didn't listen to me. I don't know why I didn't make the do it for myself.
Well,
I know that's the way it's gonna go. Right?
Yeah, it's all right.
It's all right. We'll just say we sold out so fast.
That's right. Sold out so fast. It's crazy.
So Matt Friedman is a teacher from Alaska that I met at a children's music camp that I went to for a couple of years, and he must be. He's a young man when I met him. He must be like 55 right now. He's always looking for a woman, and as far as I know, never found one.
Shucks.
CBM. Happy. About to go live. Happy about to go live. So hilariously enough, my Jehovah's Witness sister did not, sisters, right? Clutch. Let's see, she just read my book and launch, question mark, exclamation point. Okay.
I think we've got some
people
joining.
Did we? How do you see that?
We've got a couple up here in the upper left.
Oh my God.
Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, guys. Oh my God, this is so exciting.
Yeah. Gonna get started in just a minute here.
Okay.
I want to get something real quick.
12 o'clock.
Here we go.
Where do I see? Can I see the people? You guys, I've never done a live thing before like this, so I want to know if I can see you.
They can, if they wish. No pressure. They could talk about us or mention something in the chat.
Okay.
That's the extent we're going to see them.
Oh, I can't see their faces?
No.
Oh, you guys chat and tell me who you are so I can say hi.
It's not a Zoom situation, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. All right. So here we go. It's 12 o'clock.
It sure is.
All right.
Yeah. So we're just going to get rolling here. Thank you for joining us. I am TJ Carter. I am going to be asking questions of the formidable, wonderful, amazing Anne-Louise Sterry, who has just published a book called Joy Unleashed, 30 Days and 30 Ways to Audacious Joy. And this is just a wonderful treasure full of just delightful pearls of wisdom from folk traditions, from Anne-Louise's own illustrious life. And it's just a really great read. I feel like you could just kind of absorb all the wisdom at once if you want to.
Yeah.
Or you could take it day by day as the structure suggests.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because there's a day 1, day 2, day 3, etc., all the way up to day 30, and then the next month you could just start it all over again and just like double down on your joy.
Because you know why, you guys? Because I have to do it all over again all the time because there's never an end to it. You just have to you have to keep on the path. And some days, sometimes you fall backwards and you're like, oh, this is not very good. And you got to go forward again. So you just learn it all over again and absorb it all over again. It never ends.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to just keep
Mhm.
leveling up
Yeah.
the joy. So basically what we're going to do at this launch is just have a little friendly chat, talk about Anne-Louise's background, kind of the impetus for the book, and we're going to have a little reading, we're going to have a little song, and at the end, we're going to have a giveaway. So if you have not done so already, I ask you to check out our pinned link, or our pinned comment, which contains a link to a Google form, and that's how we're going to decide who wins the giveaway, which will be a lovely journal and a lovely gold pen. And it's and the journal you will find if you order the book is going to be a useful companion.
Yes.
You'll get to write down all your thoughts and dreams. And so, I think just a good place to start is, Anne-Louise, if you just want to just kind of go through some basic biographical details, such as like, where are you from? How long you've been in Oregon? That's where we are. We're in Oregon.
Yeah.
And
all right. Well, this could take hours. So the brief. Thanks, TJ.
Yeah.
The brief version is if you know me, you know I was born in Hoboken, New Jersey, and then later moved up in Bergen County, New Jersey, and was raised there in a family that was, my mother's family was Italian from Naples, and my father's family is Italian from Genoa. So that informed all of my life, particularly the Naples side, because I had all these great aunts and all these relatives, and they, honestly, I thought I was Italian before I knew I was American, just because we were sort of in that community and that culture. So I grew up there, and then who knows? I went to college. I became a preschool teacher. I went to nursing school. I got married. We moved to Hong Kong. We came back. We had 3 kids. I was nursing, and I thought, what the heck am I doing? And so when I was 40, I started. Well, and I said, what the heck am I doing? And you'll read this in the book. It's like I read this article in a magazine in the doctor's office. What do you want to be? Are you doing your passion? Most people aren't. So if you aren't, well, what did you want to be when you were a little kid? And I wanted to be in musical theater. And of course, I never had that opportunity. First girl of 5 children, boy first, then me, then 3 girls, Italian-American family. Musical theater was not a thing that my family, it was a thing my family took us to, but not a thing my family approved or would ever have approved of me doing. So the article said, do something little then. Put some of that in your life. So I always played guitar. I always played piano. So I started singing with my neighborhood kids and our kids. And then somebody hired me to do a summer camp. I played for a half hour every day, Monday through Friday, and I got paid $35. And I thought I was like a hot tomato.
Oh, yeah.
And our kids got to come for free. So that's how I started this whole thing. And let's see, what should I tell you? You want me to get to the joy part?
Well, yeah.
All right, let me get to the joy part. Yeah. So I was tootling along. I had these kids. I was a psychiatric nurse. I thought I knew the whole thing. It turns out I didn't know the thing at all about life, really, and joy and all that. And when I was about 41, maybe, I had a friend, and we moved to Massachusetts. And I had a friend who was the age that I am now. And one day she said to me, Anne-Louise, you don't have to be a victim. And I was like affronted. I was like, what are you talking about? I know. And then I started thinking about it. She said, because you're complaining all the time. You don't have to do that. And that started me on this path to figure out, what did that mean? And what did it mean to find this joy inside and be able to keep it? And how do you do that in your life? And it's been a long path. And the stuff in the book is all these things I've learned along the way. And it's stuff I've directly experienced. But that's how I started, from this one person who was my age. So if you are young and you're on this call, I'd just say, you don't have to be a victim. You can change those thoughts.
Absolutely. Well said.
Yes.
Very cool. Very cool. So I'm some folks may know that you have for decades you've been spreading joy through your message of audacious joy, and I'd love to hear kind of the elevator pitch, and it can be a long elevator of just kind of how you define audacious joy.
Oh, well, okay. So when this whole thing happened, when I was like 40 or 41, and I started doing kids music, then I started doing children's music, like in preschools. Like I sang, and a bunch of you know, if you know me, I started out singing in daycare centers. I'd sing for, the babies, the 1-year-olds, the 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds. I couldn't even sing in front of a grown-up to save my life. And I started telling stories in desperation because sometimes they didn't want to hear the songs. And so then I started doing it. Then I got hired to talk about it. Then I got hired to do it in schools. Then I got hired to do it in libraries. And I never planned this, actually. I have to let you know that it just kind of like rolled along. And every time somebody asked me to do something, I said yes. That was the thing. No matter how scared I was, I said yes. And then slowly it morphed into speaking. Educational groups would hire me to speak at their conferences about what I did with kids and music and storytelling. And so then I thought, and my purpose way back when I started doing this singing in preschools and birthday parties where our advertisements were hand drawn by my husband, Bob, colored in, and we got colored copies, which cost a fortune. Like, this is how long ago we were doing this stuff. And so we'd only get a few at a time because a colored copy, it was so expensive. I mean,
Sure.
You have to think about all of this. Anyway, so I started doing the speaking, but in the beginning, when I started the whole music thing, I wrote down my purpose, which was to share joy everywhere I can through music and story. And I didn't even have this audacious joy thing. It was just like to share joy.
Yeah.
That was my whole thing. I still have like the journal page where I wrote that. So when I started speaking, and then more people started hiring me to speak, different organizations, I joined the speaker sort of, whatever they're called, I forget, national speakers. And a speaker said to me, see if you can, somebody's calling probably to see how to get in. Would you answer that?
Oh, okay.
And somebody said to me, well, what do you speak about? And I said,
It's Anne-Louise's phone.
well, I speak about joy. And they said, well, you can't speak about that. Nobody's going to hire you to speak about that. I was the vanguard, you see. And I was like, oh, but then I thought, well, that is what I speak about. So I just can't listen to them. And I guess whoever wants that message will find me. And when I asked people, how would you describe me? Almost every answer came back, you're so joyful. So then I was like, oh, so I'm the joyful person. So then I was like, audacious joy. And that means audacious. It means joy no matter what. And that's how that term came to be. It's like joy, you choose it no matter what. And that's very audacious in this world because that's not a choice that people tell you you could be making. It's often the message is you should be mad, you should be miserable, you should be sad, you could be angry, you should be revengeful, but joyful, no. So that's how I got those two words together, audacious joy. And now, do you know what? After all these years, I'm finally going to trademark it or whatever it is, copyright it, because I never did that before. So all of this is to say that over all those years, I've been learning all these different things, like going to different groups, learning about neural networks, learning about how you can change your brain. And this was like before other people were doing it, before other people were talking about it. People were writing about it, but before other people were talking about it. And I just kept bringing this to wherever I was. Like, you can change your story. You can change your neural networks. When I learned that, it like blew my mind away. Those little neural networks in your brain, they get connected when you're little. And you have no choice of how they get connected, what connects. They just do from how your life is when you're little. And the research started showing that we could actually change that. Back in the days, like, this is how you are and this is how you're going to be. Is that somebody who wanted to come on?
No, it was a private.
Private
okay. Thing.
Oh, geez. Okay. So I'm back to we're on neural networks.
Oh, great.
So people didn't know they could change them. When I learned that, I was like, okay, I have to talk about this.
Mhm.
So that's how we got to Audacious Joy. And you missed the whole thing, but I can tell you another day, TJ.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right.
I'll watch this. I'll watch this
Oh,
live
good. You
stream
can
back.
watch the live stream. Good. Okay. And if you guys have questions, they can raise their hand or something.
Yeah. In fact, you can. Yeah. Anyone who has
Put it in the
questions,
chat.
anytime, put it in the chats.
Somebody raise their finger up.
Oh, I think that's just a like.
Oh, that's a like. Okay. All right. So.
All right. Yeah. Well, I wish I had heard you say all that, because then I could ask some smart follow-ups. But instead, I want to. If you would, I guess, if you would mind reiterating just kind of what the audacious joy part is,
Oh.
like how you came up with that
so,
phrase, that term.
All right. So you guys just heard me say I came up with that because when I started speaking and in larger groups, the sort of seasoned speakers said, well, you can't speak about joy. Nobody's going to hire you. See how far long ago I was doing this. Nobody's going to hire you at a company to talk about that. And I was like, well, that's what we all need. And I was sort of taken aback, but I decided I was just going to go forward. I asked a whole bunch of people to describe how they felt when I talked, and they said joyful. So then I was like, okay, I'm the joy person. I'm like, yeah, but what? But you know what audacious joy is? It's joy no matter what. Audacious there's a whole bunch of meanings for audacious, and I can't remember exactly how I described this one. It means joy no matter what. And that's how we got to audacious joy.
Sure.
No matter what.
Yeah.
And when times are hard, joy still matters, guys. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Very cool. That's interesting because I don't know. I guess I get the impression that sometimes there's just cynics out there who resist just the very idea of joy, like as if you're not living life right, or you're not being real about it. So I wonder what
I would say about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, and that is absolutely true, and that especially these days is true. But first of all, I want to say, and I do talk about this in the book.
Sure.
That some people don't use that word joy. Some people, in fact, my husband, who said I would never say joy. I said, well, what would you say? And he said, I would say balanced contentment. So that was like a learning for me. I had to understand that some people wouldn't say that. It's not in their whatever, how they think about things. Yeah. So however you think about the feeling deep down inside you, that brings you vibrancy and integrity and love is joy. So you say whatever word you want. Yeah. But here's the thing. The reality is the world has always been hard, and the world will always be hard. And there will always be terrible things. And now, well, there's more terrible things. And now that we learn everything about it instantly, there's even more terrible things. Yeah. And we learn about all the terrible things. But here's the thing. To get mired in the terrible things, which is hard not to do, right? It just brings you down into this low, low place. And from that place, you can't make inspired decisions. You can't live a life of joy. You can't spread the feeling to other people. And which is why you got to choose it. And it's hard. I'm not telling you it's easy. But here's something, that same friend who told me I was a victim, the other thing she told me, because way back then, I can't remember, in our town that we moved to, there was something about building a prison, and there was something about, I don't know, we were going to march on Washington for something. And we had 3 little children, right? And so this very wise friend said to me when I was saying, but what can I do? She said, your real job, Anne-Louise, is to raise your 3 children to be the best people they can, the most loving and caring people that they can be. Your job is not to march on Washington right now. Too many, she said, I've seen it so many times, pastors and activists, they ignore their family to do the things that they think that need to be done. But if you focused on raising your family, and then here's the other thing, being the best you can to every person that you meet every day, like in your circle. So think about it. You go to the grocery store, maybe you smile at the person, the clerk. You smile at the other people. You go to the gas station. You say thank you to anybody you meet in your little circle of your day. You act in the most loving and compassionate way. And then she said, and then your circle, that circle, their circles will get bigger. Because if you smile at somebody who's miserable, and that sort of brings a little nice feeling to them. They might treat their family nicer when they go home.
Love that.
Do you see that? It's just
Love
like
that.
this big, and right now, here's what I am knowing, that if we stay in the place of, so that, here's what I'm knowing, that I'm focusing on how I see the word: peaceful, just, loving, kind. And I keep sending out that into the world, because I get, and doesn't mean I don't read the news, it doesn't mean I don't understand,
Sure.
but it means during the day, that's what I'm trying to think of, because if I think of all the terrible things, then I will just become like a, I don't know, turnip, and I won't
Just
do
a
anything.
turnip.
So that's really my belief, and I believe it is true. So can I tell you one little story about that?
Oh yes, please.
So it's in the book. This is in the book. I was in, hold up the book. Yeah, there you go. And I was in, where was I? I was in Arizona, and I was there for a conference or something. And I was coming home to go to the airport, and I actually forgot how I was supposed to get to the airport. I had a rented car, so I got off the highway and stopped at like a 7-Eleven. And got out of the car, and on the curb were sitting these two people, a man and a woman, and they looked like they were houseless. They had all their possessions around them, and they, you know what I'm talking about. And when I saw them, I was like, oh God, they're gonna ask me for money. Now, why did I think I couldn't give them $1? I don't know, but that was the feeling I had at the second.
Sure.
And I didn't want to look at them. But as I walked past, they smiled and said hello, and I smiled and said hello, because that's how I was raised. Like, I'd probably smile and say hello to anybody who walked past me if they smile and say hello.
Yeah.
But I went straight into the 7-Eleven to get directions. Coming out, they're sitting there again. They're still sitting there, and they smiled. And this time I stopped, and I smiled and said, "How are you?" And the lady said to me, "You are the first person." They didn't ask me for money. She just said, "You are the first person who acknowledged us and smiled at us today." And honestly, that still makes me cry. I was like, oh my God, that's all it took.
Yeah.
That's all it took, was that, to make a little shift for those people.
Oh yeah.
And I cried all the way to the airport for the simplicity of it, and for the sadness of it, and just reminded me, if we did that every day, honestly, I think it would change things.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
I love the idea of just giving people joy. It's simple, it's quick, but it's kind of such little effort for such big payoff.
Yes.
And I love the idea of just giving people joy, spreading people joy randomly. And like that's what's great about it, is like, when it's unexpected, it's like, oh wow, you're just so delighted, and it just puts you in a good mood.
Yeah. And if supposing we all did that, like, if we could get, like, I sometimes make up names for, like, we could have a group called the Joy Keepers. I'm sure there is one, or the Joy Spreaders. But if we sort of shared this and shared this and shared this, like, wouldn't that be just wild?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just catch like wildfire.
Yeah, like wildfire. Yep, I like it.
I'd like to talk a little bit more about the book. You've mentioned a few of the wonderful anecdotes about it, but I guess now would be a good time to have you just read a little portion.
Okay.
And this is from day 1, which I think is a very logical place to start, and I think it kind of sets the tone for the whole book and what it's about.
All right, logical.
So, and you can stop whenever you feel like you want to.
All right, so I want to just say one thing about the book that I'm really, really, like, this was really astounded me. Well, first of all, I'm really proud that I did this, because this is some years of work, turning this into these short readings every day with a reflection and something you can do. And since it's years of my my own experiences learning to do this. But the other cool thing is, okay, so I said to my book designer, but the pages need art. And she said, well, do you draw? And I said, I just draw these black charcoal lines on white paper, and I love doing that. But they don't represent anything. They're just feelings. And I've been doing this for years, and I love taking pictures of water and pictures of shadows. So she said, well, let me see some of your art. So this book is filled with just, like, I don't know, it just blew me away that my art was really art. You guys might have the same feeling. So here's like a picture. Well, this is a photo. Wait, let me show you. So this picture I drew. These are all my pictures. So like, I don't even know what that is. Oh, I think. But this is the kind of stuff that I do. And the pages, each page has either one of my drawings or one of my. Here's another one. Or one of my photographs. And I just have to tell you guys, it's just like I. It like warmed my heart so much because I never thought that my art was art. It was just lines I draw.
Yeah.
And so that's also in the book too about doing stuff like that. And that was like so tickled me that I would have a book with my art in it. It's like, oh my God. Okay. So sorry, I'm gonna read now. I know, isn't that so cool?
Yeah, that's
You guys can do
wonderful.
this too.
I love that. Yeah.
Yep. All right. No one else can do it for you. First page. And this was a picture I made. See that drawing? So when I was doing that, I was thinking about joy. I was thinking about boundless joy arising, which is in the book. Sorry, I keep forgetting to look at the camera. All right. No one else can do it for you. In my 30s, married with 3 small children, I was a stay-at-home mom by choice. My husband and I made that choice. Yet I began complaining frequently about my daily life to my husband, sometimes even as he was leaving for work. One day he turned to me and he said the words that kept me on this course to audacious joy. I can't make you happy. You have to make yourself happy. And you know what? I was so mad. I wanted to scream because deep down inside, I knew his words were true. I didn't want to face the fact that I had to be responsible for my own health and joy. And I bet you a lot of us feel like that because that's what we were taught. Somebody else has to do it for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
In this book, I'll share with you the tips and tools I have learned through my many years on the path to a life filled with audacious joy. Joy is here for all of us. Sometimes we simply forget to accept it. Now, I have to tell you what I didn't put in here is that when he said that to me, I was so mad. I went out on our deck, and this is the only time I've ever done anything like this. And I had a glass of iced tea, and I threw it at a tree. I was so mad, and it shattered everywhere.
Oh, wow.
And I wouldn't talk to him for a day. Now, how mature is that? I wouldn't talk to him for a day because I didn't want to admit he was right. I didn't want to admit he was right. You know, in America, you got to be right. The whole thing is, or in Western world, being right is more important than anything else in some cultures. So anyway, it can feel easier to believe it's someone else's responsibility to make us happy. Oh, for sure, it's easier. Then you can blame them. In fact, we may have absorbed it through messages internalized from many people and places. Sometimes it can be painful, but the reward is that we get to make the choice for joy on a daily basis, and nobody can take that from you. And sometimes my husband will say to me, wait a minute, when I'm getting cranky, wait a minute, aren't you the joy person? Aren't you the audacious joy person? I'll be like, oh, God. So then in my book, I say, breathe in, breathe out. And then here's one easy tip to practice. When a complaining, whining, or blaming thought comes into your head about anything, and in my Italian American family, we are big complainers. Like we would say, if you're not complaining, what are you talking about? You know what I mean?
I love that.
So if a thought comes into your head, let it float away and then say firmly to yourself, I choose joy today. Say it as many times as you like. It feels good. Our brains can only hold one thought at a time. This is brain research. So often we feel that negative thoughts are better, but this makes us a victim, which takes away our power and by extension our joy. Make that one thought a good one. After all, why do you want to feel bad? That's chapter 1. And now some of you might be saying to me, yeah, but what if I'm having a terrible day, and what if my children are awful, and what if I hate my job, and what blah, 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 blah. There's all the what ifs. So I would just say one tiny thought, one tiny better feeling thought. So like it could be just, I am so lucky I have coffee this morning. Do you know what I mean? Or gosh, I get to use toothpaste. I mean, I get to have toothpaste. Toothpaste hasn't run out yet. Just one tiny thought. Or maybe it could be like, sometimes for me, it's like, oh, am I having a good hair day? And it doesn't have to be like, I feel awful and my life is terrible. Oh, but now I'm going to feel joy. No, just a little thought to move you up the scale to joy.
Love that.
Yeah, it's important, right? Because you don't want people thinking, you don't want to be thinking, oh, that's just toxic positivity and how can I be joyful and blah blah blah.
No, I need to feel pain.
I need to feel pain, but you can just find one little joyful thought. Maybe your kids are awful, but maybe that morning one of them came and kissed you, like one teeny weeny little thing. And you can choose one teeny weeny little thing all day long. Okay.
Love that.
Yeah.
For those of us anyone joining us, we're talking about Joy Unleashed, new book, Anne-Louise Sterry. I'm TJ Carter, longtime friend. In fact, former piano pupil.
When he was a teeny little boy. And I just want to say about him, he is an amazing, what do you call yourself, a book
services, a publishing services provider.
Yes, and he has shepherded me through, I had the book, I had it edited, I had it designed, but then it's like, what do I do with it now? And he has miraculously shepherded me through all of these pieces. So I just want to give a little plug for him.
Oh, well, shucks.
Yeah, oh, well, shucks. To say,
very kind.
If you need somebody like did you even put your information anywhere?
I haven't. I could put it in the chat, I suppose.
And is it in the book?
No, I didn't put it in the book. I don't.
Oh, you don't put that in the book.
I don't want it to.
I don't want to.
I don't want to. Yeah.
I don't want to. Yeah. So in case you are doing a book or want to do a book, a family book, a memoir, memory, whatever, he can shepherd you through this process. And now that he's done such a great job for me, and this is a slight departure from what you usually do, right?
It is. Yeah. I'll say.
I was
kind of fun.
I was kind of like his guinea pig, but now he's like a pro. So you know. Yeah, absolutely.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. And speaking of the book, real quickly, if you want to, there are purchase links in the book description or the description for this video. So
thank you.
Yes. You can get it from Ingram or Amazon.com.
Yes, you should buy the book. I'm supposed to be saying that, right? Buy the book.
Buy the book.
You'll love the book. Okay.
Yeah, it'll bring you some joy.
Yeah.
And it'll bring us some joy. And also, we have a giveaway. I'm going to remind people of this giveaway.
Yeah.
Of this wonderful journal. That it will be a wonderful companion for the book.
And my gold pens. So these gold pens, I don't know, you guys, I love now that I'm free of children and all that kind of stuff. I love things like, pens that write in gold. When I was growing up in a family of 5, not much money and that kind of thing. I was the kid who only had the box of 8 Crayola crayons. I wanted the box of 46. Or even 94, but we never could get that. Yeah. I now have a box of 94 over there.
Oh, I love it.
So things like gold pens, they just make me happy. Teeny weeny little things. A gold pen.
Oh, I too coveted those huge Crayola packs.
Did you?
It was just like magic, just the rows of perfectly organized.
And did you ever get one?
I never got one myself, but some friends had them, and I despised them. Yeah. I wanted to destroy them and take their Crayola.
You guys, I was thinking, so if anybody has a chat about Crayola crayons or anything, please just type in there and tell me what you're thinking.
Give us your Crayola takes.
Go ahead.
Just a real quick, and to be eligible to win this in our giveaway, please click the Google Forms link in the chat.
Yeah.
And just it'll just very brief, and that's just how we know who to give this to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how are we going to pick? We got to pick.
A lot of ways we use like a
random picking of the people who put their names.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now, well, I was thinking to do one thing, but what are you thinking?
Oh, that was the thing I just wanted to say, just to remind people to fill out the Google form.
So I was thinking I could sing one song. So in the book, there I talk about different songs, some of which I've written, one of somebody else wrote, and there's a lot of folk tales in there. And in the book, there's a QR code at the back, and it will supposed to be by tonight, but certainly I'm hoping by Monday. If you go to that QR code, it will take you to my website, and then there'll be a place. I'm not sure how my web guy is going to do this, where you can go and hear me sing the songs and tell the stories that are in the book. So right now I thought I might sing you one of the songs. In every chapter I say breathe in, breathe out. And I had written this song called Be Still, not connected with the book, but it kind of goes with it. And this is the other, such a funny thing, TJ, and you guys too who are listening. So, I talked about the drawings in the book that I never thought were anything but my own emotions coming out in black and white.
Mhm.
And by the way, I only do lines in black and white charcoal so I can smudge them. I can't draw any anything representational. But I write songs. I'm also a professional songwriter. And this song, so I've written these songs and then suddenly they fit for the book. Like, isn't that just so fabulous?
That's wonderful.
Like you do these things and then somehow it all comes together.
Love that.
So I am now gonna find my guitar, which
Please
is
do.
behind me.
Yeah, and I'll make sure you have the space to do it.
Yes, and you got all those people out there recording.
Yeah.
My husband is in the other room, and my friend who came down to help me. So I have a lot of people to thank for this book. Ruth Wagner, my friend who's here down here from Idaho to help with the in-person launch today. She typed up all the stuff for me because I had all this information in different ways, and she put it all together and typed it up for me. Yeah. So she's out there setting up cookies for the in-person event, and my husband, who of course supported me through all of this, and supports me no matter what I do. And you know, sometimes I get ideas that are pretty like whatever, like my alter ego Aunt Lena. Go see her on the website. Here we go. Be still, be still, breathe in, breathe out, be still, be still, be still. Breathe in, breathe out, be still. Sometimes you don't have time to think, or even time to blink. Breathe in, breathe out, be still. When words get in the way and you don't know what to say, breathe in, breathe out, be still. It seems so simple, yet how often we forget to breathe in, breathe out. Sorry, forget my chords. Breathe in, breathe out. And I wrote this song. Breathe in, breathe out. Be still. On the recording you're going to hear, I sang it without messing up the chords. But there you go.
Yes. Fabulous.
Thank you.
Yeah, I felt calmer as
it's
we're playing
calmer.
that.
You know, sometimes I just have to just sing that to myself. I just have to sing that to myself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. Let's see. I just want to see if there's anything.
Yeah. Anybody? Yeah. What else? Because you know, I think we would be ending soon. Kind of. What do you think?
Yeah, I think we could.
We don't want to keep
wrap
you.
it up.
We don't want to keep you longer than.
Yeah.
Then I mean, I could talk to you all day, but you know, we don't want to keep you longer. But what else do we want to say?
So, well, just one more reminder about the giveaway.
Yeah.
Last chance is going to be their last chance to click that Google form link in the chat.
Yeah.
And give us just your name and your email.
And
so
so we can let you know.
So we can reach you.
And then we have to. And then you will have to have your address to mail.
We'll coordinate that later.
Yeah.
But just for now.
Okay.
Wonderful journal. Gold pen.
Yeah.
Google form. And then we're going to pick just momentarily, but I'll have you talk about one more thing, and then we'll do the giveaway, and then we'll call it a day.
Yeah.
So just finally, just give me kind of a popcorn, like what things kind of bring you joy, kind of when you're down.
Oh my God, when I'm down. Okay, so well, of course, reading the book again brings me joy because it reminds me what the things I could do. But playing music, because I love music, and honestly, I think music and stories are going to save the world. So playing music, myself going out to open mics, telling stories, having my so this house that we live in now has all these. not a gigantic house, but it has big windows that let in all the light that our other houses we lived in didn't. And I love coming downstairs in the morning and just looking at the light. And that makes me so grateful. Smelling the smell of my husband's cooking spaghetti gravy that I taught him how to make in the kitchen. Oh my God, you come home and the smell of spaghetti gravy. Oh, so delicious. Like my growing up. My grandchildren's little faces. And when they come over and kiss me and hug me. Our 7-year-old grand twins live in Singapore with our daughter, boy-girl twins. And they call us all the time. And we were on the phone Thursday, and I was going out to MC a charity event, which you can see on my Facebook page. Donate to it. It's about mental health. Anyway, my little grandson. So I have an alter ego, Aunt Lena. Some of you may know, some of you don't. Go find me on my website or go to According to Aunt Lena on Instagram or on my Facebook page. You can see her. So my little grandchildren love Aunt Lena. And when they were like 3 and 4, they used to go into my closet and take out all Aunt Lena's hats and things and put them on. Anyway, so my little grandson said, Nona, Italian for grandma, Nona, are you going to be Aunt Lena? And I said, no, sweetheart. They didn't want me to be Aunt Lena. They just want me to be myself. And he looks at me and goes, it's okay, Nona. They're going to like you too. So it's just like all those little kind of things. Oh, writing with my gold pen.
Oh, that brings you joy.
Yeah. So I'm just learning more and more and more and more to be present and finding joy in all those tiny things. And when I say finding joy, I'm meaning not like jumping up and down. It's just like this feeling deep inside. And when you cultivate that feeling, no matter what happens, it's not saying that bad things are not going to happen to you, but no matter what happens, you can go back to that feeling and it will help you act in the moment with more integrity, compassion, love, kindness, no matter what's happening. Okay.
Love that. Yes.
Yes.
Great final message.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah.
And now, the giveaway.
Okay, here we go. You look at all the things. Okay. How are you going to choose? He's got everybody lined up on the screen over there. Just put your finger on one.
Yeah.
Close your eyes and put your finger. Okay, close your eyes and put your finger. We're so high tech.
Gloria Jost.
Gloria Jost, yay, my friend Gloria Jost. I love you
Jost.
so much, Gloria. She used to live near me. We used to see each other every day practically. And now she lives in oh my God, not Tacoma. Where is it? Over the bridge. Tacoma, over the bridge in that road.
Oh, like Bremerton or
the keep going.
Gig Harbor.
Gig Harbor. She lives in Gig Harbor.
Nice.
Gloria, I love you. Thank you for coming, darling. And I have your address, so you're in luck. Okay.
Wonderful.
And somebody else just joined
us.
us.
We did. Oh yeah. So sorry, we just.
Oh, darling, who just joined us?
Yeah,
we just did the giveaway.
I bet if you have a question for Anne-Louise, throw it in the chat. Or if you just want to say hello, that's fine too. Yeah, throw it in the chat, especially somebody who just joined. I mean, you might want to say, how did you get your hair looking so nice? I don't know. You might want to say, how's your lipstick? You might want to say, how did you write this book? So whoever just joined, put a question in the chat if you'd like to talk to us. And anybody else could put a question in the chat too. Yeah, we have about 2 more minutes. Yeah, we don't want to. Did we say this was going to go for an hour? We didn't really set an upper limit. We just said we'd start at noon. But for the person who just came. Yeah, here we go. This is the book. There are links in the description to purchase. And I gotta say, it's a really great book. I love the diversity of all the avenues to joy that Anne-Louise explores here. So many great folk tales and parables, and neuroscience is represented. Yeah. So it just kind of. Thanks, TJ. Absolutely. So I'm going to say, since nobody else is commenting in the chat, I'm just going to say our mission is to share joy with every person. We find it, cultivate it, and share joy with everybody we meet. So ciao, darlings. Thanks for being with us today. I hope you enjoy the book. Absolutely. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. We're going to turn it off. Farewell. Farewell.